Hi, it's John, and welcome to Cycling on a Shoestring. And if you like to ride on chilly days, I've got something here that won't break the bank. Welcome to this episode. We're going to be taking a look at the Arsuxeo long sleeve cycling jersey, something you could wear if you were out running as well. And I purchased this because I do have a little more expensive windstopper type jacket I like to wear when it is cold outside, but generally when it's dry roads. When it gets wet on the roads here in the late fall, early winter, and the late winter in Calgary, Alberta, the roads get incredibly grimy, and I don't want to destroy that other jacket. This I'm not too concerned about because it only costs $27.99 at Amazon.ca. I think it's available for about $26.99 right now. And obviously it is orange. You're going to be seen if you're out on the road with this. It does come in a number of different colors. I also bought one in blue so I can switch them out whenever I want. It has have reflective lines on here, so you'll be seen if you're out after dark. The logo does reflect, as does this on the back and these lines here, which is a nice touch for this jacket. It's lightly fleece lined. I'll tell you a little bit more about sizing in just a moment. This is a little bit large for me, but that is a good thing. More details in a sec. It comes with two zippered pockets on the back. I'll show you a little bit more about those in just a bit. And it does have these nice elasticized wrists on it to keep it nice and tight around your hands. It's got some really nice little features to it. It keeps you warm. It's well made. I've worn this many, many times. Has a few stains on it right now, but when you're dealing with something that only costs $27.99, you don't mind getting it a little messy, particularly for the time of the year you're going to be wearing it. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put this on. We'll show you a little bit about the sizing on this and give you some idea what you want to buy if you pick this up at Amazon.ca, Amazon, or wherever you may be around the world. So let's take a look at the sizing on this. This is an extra large. I am 6'2". Right now I'm about 10 pounds heavier than I want to be. It's my winter fat, which I'll lose as spring comes along. But I weigh about 195 right now. And it is a little bit long in the sleeves, but that's okay. And it gives a little bit more room inside the jersey because when you're out on colder days, I like to layer a little bit so it doesn't get too tight if you're putting warmer clothing underneath. And also, when you're riding on your bike, maybe you're on your road bike, your mountain bike, and you're leaning over, the long sleeves won't ride up on you. So the long sleeves are no problem at all. These elasticized wrists hold it down nicely, so you're not going to have any problems when it comes to it riding up too much as well. So a little bit large is good. This is an extra large, maybe a little bit big for me. If you want to get something a little tighter and you're about my size, I would suggest you go with the large size. It is sort of North American sizing, not like the European stuff, which can be a little bit small. What's really nice about this is it's long. There's lots of length to this. So again, when you're leaning over on your bike, it's not going to ride up and expose your back to keep you cold. It rides way down, and the jersey also dips more down in the back than the front, which is perfect for cycling, again, to keep you nice and warm on the back. I think it's a really comfortable fit. It comes up around the neck nicely to keep you warm there, and I'll show you some more details about this, which I think are nice touches for something that only costs about $27.99. Let's take a closer look at the Arsuxeo Jacket, and as you can see, this paint is reflective, and this piping right here is reflective, so if you're out in the dark, you will be seen. They've got the same thing on the back of the jacket. A nice little touch on this that I don't even see on more high-end jackets is this little flap right here. You know, you zip this all the way up against your throat. Maybe you have some other clothing under there as well, but now it's rubbing against your throat. Kind of hurts a little bit, might get a little bit irritated. They put this little piece of material on here to cover that up. I think that's real ingenious, and again, a nice little touch on what you would consider a low-end jacket. As far as the zipper goes, it's a good quality zipper on here. I've had other low-end jerseys and whatnot. I've had them actually pop open in the middle because it isn't a very good zipper. This is a good solid zipper. You're not going to have any troubles with it as well. Plus, they included this little string and tab on here. You know, you've got those winter gloves on. They're bulky. Maybe your fingers are a little bit cold, a little bit hard to grab onto this metal piece. You've got this on here
here makes it a little bit easier just to grab onto. Just a small thing, but I think all the small things can really add up. Let's take a look at the stitching. It's really well made. Now, all the stitching is similar to this. This really stands out because it's black on orange, but it's all this mega stitching, sort of crosshatch stitching on the whole garment, so it's going to stay together. You're not going to have any problems with anything falling apart. Well, flip it over now and take a look at the back. There's that reflective part on the back, and those lines, that reflective piping right there that I told you about earlier. And then we'll move it up and we'll take a look at the pockets. I'll close this one up first of all, and you know, when you're looking at the pockets on this, you can see that they're almost invisible when they're zipped up. This one is open, lots of space in here. You can stow a lot of things in there, and as I said, I always like to have zippered clothing, particularly when it comes to cold weather clothing, because you've got those gloves on, you put your key or you need something out of your saddlebag in your bike. It's hard to get it out of there, but it's easier just to unzip this and go right into it. These pockets as well are attached directly to the jacket, meaning they're not flaps inside that might get bunched up. Another nice touch there as well. But as far as pockets go, maybe if you're going to improve this, and I like to look at maybe giving a little bit of advice to the company, you could make it a 3-pocket jacket, but there's lots of space here. I don't think that's really going to become an issue. Now, if you look very closely, maybe you can see here, there's a little bit of pilling right above the pockets. That's about the only place where you'll see that, and of course, that's where I've been reaching in and out of these pockets over time, because I have worn this jersey a number of times. It's getting a little pilled up there, but that's just, you know, regular wear. I don't think it's a big issue. Now, looking at the bottom of it, around the bottom, it is an elasticized section at the bottom, and this white strip here is rubberized, so that's going to help it attach, or at least stick a little bit closer to your hips, so it's not going to ride up and allow air to get in on the back. Overall, this jersey, very, very pleased with it, and this jacket, I would purchase this again. I have 2 of them. I have one in blue, I have this one in orange, and as far as, you know, value for money, I don't think you can get much better than this. $27.99, $26.99. Find it on Amazon, and I think you're going to be pretty pleased with this if you like to get out on your bike when it's a little bit cooler.
Thanks for watching Cycling on a Shoestring, and if this was a helpful review, please hit the like button. You can also subscribe to the channel, and be sure to hit the little bell. That way you'll get notifications of new reviews, which I'll have very soon. Thanks for watching Cycling on a Shoestring. Now, I'm going to go out and ride.